Hello and welcome to a video I'm very excited to record. This video is going to be the longest video so far on my channel. We are doing a top 25 team tournament in college football 27. Now it's going to be pure simulation, the AI playing against each other, seeing who can win a tournament with only 25 teams in it, but it is the top 25 ranked teams only based off of college football 27's rankings. So these are not preseason or like confirmed rankings as of now, as far as I'm sure. So don't get mad at me for the rankings. Before I start, let's go over the bracket so you guys know what's going on. So it starts with Ohio State receiving a bye in the first round. So they get to immediate advance because they are the number 1 team ranked. And then the first matchup will be number 16 ranked Texas Tech taking on number 17 ranked Penn State. And then we'll have number 8 Texas A&M taking on number 25 ranked Florida. Then we'll have number 9 ranked Ole Miss taking on number 24 Louisville. Also receiving byes to the second round is Georgia, who is ranked number 4, Indiana, who is ranked number 5, and Oregon, who is ranked number 2. We also have matchups, number 13 Alabama taking on number 20 Tennessee. That's a great rivalry matchup there. Number 12 BYU taking on number 21 Houston. Number 15 USC taking on number 18 Iowa. And the last 3 first-round byes we have go to number 7 ranked Texas, number 3 ranked Notre Dame, and number 6 ranked Miami. And the matchups we have on the last part of the bracket here are number 10 Oklahoma taking on number 23 ranked Washington, number 14 ranked Michigan taking on number 19 ranked Utah, and number 11 ranked LSU taking on number 22 ranked SMU. So that is the bracket. I'm going to leave all 3 sides of the bracket on the screen just so you guys can overview them. So here we are for our first matchup. We have number 16 Texas Tech, who I'm not going to ban from the tournament due to random and recent gambling issues, taking on number 17 Penn State. I'm sure the gambling isn't anything worse than what Penn State has done in the past. Anyway, let's get right into our first matchup here. So here we go. Red Raiders coming out of the tunnel, seeing if they could advance to the second round in this tournament. The Red Raiders win, they will take on number 1 ranked Ohio State. Penn State a chance to advance and take on their rivals. Let's see if they can do that. So Texas Tech gonna kneel out a 10-0 victory, advancing to play the Ohio State Buckeyes, who are the number 1 team. It's gonna be a tough test, but Texas Tech showed some toughness today, shutting out Penn State completely. So our next matchup is number 8 ranked Texas A&M taking on number 25 ranked Florida. This is a huge SEC matchup, and I think this will be a good one. So here we go, A&M walking out for a massive game here. Everything on the line for both of these teams. So they're going to take the field goal early in this game. The first quarter ticking down, it is up and good. So A&M will start this game up 3-0. Florida's defense stiffens up and minimizes the damage. They still stand a chance in this game. It would be an upset if they win it, considering the just gap in the ranking here. But anything can happen in college football. So it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. Changing the play call up once again. The play clock ticking. Can they get the snap off? It's going to be a fake pitch. That was a smart play, and it's going to be a touchdown for Florida. And that fake pitch got the A&M defense jumping at it. And Florida takes the lead right before halftime. So A&M will have no timeouts and 53 seconds to move the ball down the field and potentially score. Can they do it? Reed gonna go down the middle, and it's gonna be intercepted by Florida. He has a chance to take this back, and he just might. He gets wrapped up at the 3-yard line. So now another first and goal for Florida from the 3-yard line once again. Can they punch it in again? And they are going to. It's another touchdown for Florida. So it's going to be 14-3. So first and 10, 22 seconds. They're going to need a very deep shot. They're going to take it. And he has his receiver. What a catch. So if they could get one more snap off here, they could potentially put a score up on the board before halftime. They're going to have to hurry up to the line. The clock is ticking and ticking. And they're going to have 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, and I think they're going to get the snap off here. So first and 10 from the 20. It's going to be an end zone shot. He has a man, and it's a touchdown for Texas A&M right before halftime. So it'll be 10-14, and I believe A&M gets the ball back as well. So second and 9 from the 35 for A&M. Reed has all day to throw it. He's going to take a shot down the sideline, and it's intercepted. And that was not a great throw. He's going to break the tackle, so he's still returning it. And Reed's going to make the tackle. That's Reed's second interception of the game. And maybe a little too cocky and aggressive there. If this goes in, it'll be a 1-point game. The kick is up, and it is good. So it's 13-14. Florida still has the lead. A&M's gonna need to get one more stop, and for some reason the Florida coach is celebrating the A&M field goal. 3rd and 7. This crowd on their feet. They know they need this stop. They know they need to force the Gators to a field goal. Both teams making adjustments on this massive play. Can they do it? A&M's not gonna do it, and this game's over. The scramble by the quarterback, ice in his veins. And the Gators are going to send number 8 ranked Texas A&M home. And they will advance to the second round. And Florida will play the winner of our next game between Ole Miss and Louisville. So a 1-point win for the Gators. But that 1 point is all they needed. Their quarterback balled out. A&M sent home. So our next matchup in the first round here is going to be number 9 ranked Ole Miss taking on number 24 Louisville. Let's look at the overalls here. Ole Miss, obviously heavy favorites here. 88 overall, basically across the board. Meanwhile, Louisville only 4 overalls lower. So the winner of this game advances to play Florida, who upset Texas A&M. An absolute massive game for both of these teams, but I feel like especially for Louisville. So this crowd on their feet. 3rd and 8 from the 22. He snaps it, has a lot of time. He's going into the end zone, and it's a touchdown for Louisville. And that's a big strike on the first play. He's doing the Travis Kelce celebration. So it's 1st and 10 for Ole Miss from the 41 now. Snaps it. It's going to be a fake handoff. He's going to roll out and then throw it. And it's going to be intercepted. Louisville. And that was just a massive mistake. So 2nd and 10 from the 40. Ole Miss desperately needs to get the ball back. He has time to throw it. He's going to throw it deep to the end zone. It's intercepted right back. And he's down the sideline all the way to the 30-yard line where he's taken down. So Ole Miss gets possession right back. So Ole Miss just going to take a field goal this time, which means they're going to need to get another stop. But it's up and good. It'll be 7-3. Louisville still leading. So it's 3rd and 3 from the 7 now. Can they get it in? He runs it. He breaks a tackle, and it's a touchdown. Ole Miss just takes the lead. With 40 seconds to go in the game, they take the lead 10-7. So 3rd and 2 from the 17. Can Ole Miss convert, or can Louisville force a field goal? Louisville making an adjustment here, but it's not going to work. He's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown to Ole Miss. So they strike first in overtime. And Louisville has to respond. So this is it. Tournament on the line for Louisville from the 5-yard line. It's 4th and 2 if they do not convert. Ole Miss wins the game. And he's not going to get there. The Rebels advance. And they will take on Florida in the next round. The next match of the 25-team tournament. The first round. The 3rd Saturday in October. You see it. Alabama, who's number 13 ranked, versus number 20 ranked Tennessee. This should be a great game. I'm excited to record this one. So out comes Alabama for this matchup. The first rivalry matchup of the tournament. Hopefully many more. So they are going to kick a field goal. This is a very deep one. The kick is up. Let's see if it goes in. It does. It's going to be 3-0. 4th and 3 from the 31. Kick is up, and let's see if this one's good. It is. So Tennessee farming field goals here. It's 6-0. So 3rd and inches from the 11. 32 seconds to go. This crowd rocking. Has time to throw it. Gets it out to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. So Tennessee up big to start this game. 13-0. So 1st and 10. 14 seconds to go from the 30. Another completion down the middle. That's a face mask. So that's going to push Bama all the way to the 12-yard line with 10 seconds to go. Thanks to a face mask penalty, it's 1st and 10. Maybe one more play for Bama to try and get it into the end zone. He has time to throw it, and he is going to get it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. So the 3rd quarter ends to start the 4th. Tennessee will be taking a field goal. It is up, and it looks like it is going to be good. So 16-7. Bama has some work to do. Down 2 scores. So it's 2nd and 6 from the 40. Down the side. Oh, he's got a man and a touchdown. That was an absolutely massive play. So Bama the field goal to take the lead. And it's blocked. Tennessee has blocked the kick. Can you believe it? Tennessee blocks the what would have been the lead-taking field goal for Alabama. And will knock Alabama out. Tennessee will move on to play number 4 ranked Georgia in the 2nd round. What an ending to this game. It is not at all what I expected to happen. Alabama is done. Our next game of the first round, number 12 ranked BYU taking on number 21 ranked Houston, a matchup of the Cougars. And let's just get right into it. BYU walking out to a stripe-out stadium. 4th and 7. Houston gonna take a field goal. It's up and it is good. So 3-0 Houston to start this one. So 3rd and goal from the 3 now. Houston used a timeout as well. BYU needs to get this in the end zone. He's throwing it. He has a man, and that's going to be a touchdown for BYU. So they take the lead right before halftime. 7-3. So clock ticking. 15 seconds, 2nd and 1. Houston to the sideline. He's in the end zone. And he was blasted as well, but that's a Houston touchdown right before halftime. And they're going to take the lead back 10-7. 2nd and 5 from the 30. It's going to be a QB option. He just shoves him off. Oh my goodness. He might be gone for the races. To the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown. BYU. Oh my goodness. 14-10. So Houston going for it. They need 12 yards against the end zone. 4th and goal. Play of the game here. Houston has time. He has time to throw it, but the pocket's collapsing, and he's just going to get sacked all the way back at the 25. So BYU going to turn the lights on as they're going to move on to play number 5, Indiana, in the next round. So USC moving on to play number 2, Oregon, in the next round. Oregon, one of the teams that had a bye, of course, and Iowa stood no chance. I'm sorry, Iowa fans. You didn't get to see much of your team in this video, other than them getting sacked, because that's honestly really all they did. This is the most boring one I've recorded yet, but USC takes the victory, and they'll move on. Alright, now, our next matchup, Oklahoma is number 10 ranked versus Washington, who is number 23 ranked. I think this is going to be another one where we just have a heavily favored opponent. The overalls are honestly similar. This time, Oklahoma coming in at an 87, Washington coming out at an 83. Let's get right into it. Oklahoma walking out of the tunnel, as well as Washington. Whoever wins this game will go on to play number 7 Texas, which I'm sure will be a motivating factor for Oklahoma, as they could go and play their bitter rivals. So from the 43, it's 1st and 10. Washington throwing it. He gets it down the sideline, but it's intercepted, and I don't think anyone's going to catch him. It's going to be a pick 6. Oklahoma on the board first. First and goal from the 1-yard line. Can Washington punch it in and tie this game up? He's going to run it down the middle, and yes, they can. He's in. So it's 7-7. This game's tied up. Third and goal from the 1 for Oklahoma. And now he's going to get it. Touchdown, Sooners. And now it's going to be 14-7. So it's 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. And can they get it in here? He's going to run it, and he's in. Touchdown, Washington. So they finish off an amazing drive before halftime, and they tie this game up. So Washington kicking a field goal to take the lead. It is up, and it is good. So 17-14 it'll be. So it's 3rd and goal. Can Oklahoma get it into the end zone? He's going to pass it out. He has a screen. He's in. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they take the lead with about a minute remaining. And he's telling them about it. So Washington putting up a great fight, but just could not get into the end zone in the end. And Oklahoma will advance to play number 7 Texas. So the second to last matchup in the first round. Number 14 Michigan taking on number 19 Utah. Michigan is an 85, Utah is an 81. So Michigan taking this one easily. It was 3-21 most of the game. I'm probably just only going to show this ending score here because there was really nothing to see from Utah. I'm sorry to their fans, but they really did not do anything. So Michigan's easily going to move on here. So the last match of the first round, number 11 LSU, number 22 SMU. LSU favored heavily. Let's get right into it. So the Tigers walking out at Death Valley for their tournament matchup against SMU. The winner advances and plays number 6 Miami in the next round. So 2nd and 10 from the 23. Likely the last play before the 2-minute warning. It's a pitch to the outside. He's down the sideline and in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. So 3rd and goal. They need to rush the snap. 5 seconds, 4 as he snaps it. Needs to get into the end zone, throwing it, and that is going to be an SMU touchdown. So with seconds ticking on the first half, SMU ties the game up. So a field goal opportunity here. Can SMU take the lead? The kick is up, and it is good very easily. It is going to be 10-7. So LSU about to take the field goal to potentially tie the game. If it is good, it is up, and it is good. So this game is tied. So it's 4th and 7 from the 22. And LSU is going to take a field goal to take the lead. And they will, but SMU just needs to score a touchdown to win the game. So 3rd and 5 from the 20. Can SMU win the game, or will they have to be forced to kick a field goal? He's going to roll to the outside, but he gets it out, and it's a wide open touchdown. SMU takes down LSU, and they're going to the next round. So the celebration as the game is over. SMU takes down LSU in overtime, 16-13. And before we start the second round, let's go over each individual matchup of the second round now. So to start off the second round, we will have number 1 ranked Ohio State playing number 16 Texas Tech, who beat Penn State in the first round. We'll have number 25 ranked Florida taking on number 9 Ole Miss. We have number 4 Georgia taking on number 20 Tennessee. And then we have number 5 Indiana taking on number 12 BYU. We have number 2 Oregon taking on number 15 USC. And we have number 7 Texas taking on number 10 Oklahoma. The Red River rivalry, that's going to be great. And then our last 2 games of the second round will be number 3 Notre Dame taking on number 14 Michigan. And number 6 Miami taking on number 22 SMU, who of course just won. Absolutely great game. That was the first round. And now it's time for some second round football. So it is second round football time. We have Ohio State, the number 1 ranked team in this tournament. First game for them since they had a bye in the first round, taking on number 16 Texas Tech, who in the previous round took down Penn State. So our first matchup of the second round, the Buckeyes coming out of the tunnel. Heavy favorites in the tournament. Obviously, they're number 1. Texas Tech, massive underdog coming in to the shoe. So Tech's field goal is up, and it is good. So Texas Tech actually going to strike first in this game. So 1st and goal for the Buckeyes, looking to strike back right before halftime. So he has a man in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take the lead right before halftime. So 2nd and goal for Tech from the 10. And he's hit on the throw. It's a fumble, and Ohio State picks it up. He's going the 40, the 50, the 40 again, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So an easy first round matchup for the Buckeyes. Absolute blowout. And it all falls on that one fumble, to be honest, because if Tech had scored on that drive, this game probably would have been much, much more different. We got number 9 Ole Miss, 88 overall, taking on number 25 Florida, who's an 84, but of course, they did upset number 9 Texas A&M in the previous round. Ole Miss getting a win against Louisville in a very close but good game, to be honest. So this should be a very good game. Of course, an SEC matchup. 1st and 10 from the 48. And it's going to be a big run there. Oh, he might be gone. It's to the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Florida. Ole Miss cannot bring him down. Florida opens up this game 7-0. So it's 1st and goal for Ole Miss from the 3. They struggled against Louisville from the goal line, but let's see if that's going to be the same for Florida, and it's not. Touchdown, Ole Miss, and this game is tied up. So Florida going to take a field goal and leave Ole Miss with like 50 seconds. The kick is up, and is it good? Yes, it is. So it's going to be 10-7. Florida with the lead. So it's 1st and 10 from the 13 for Ole Miss. He gets it out down the middle. Wide open. Touchdown. And they're going to take the lead. 14-10. So clock ticking on the 3rd quarter. 1st down. And it's going to be a fake handoff this time. He has all day to throw it. He's down the sideline. Oh my goodness. What a throw. What a catch. 1st and goal. Rebels. Ole Miss going to move on to play Ohio State in the next round. They balled out. Kawan Lacey especially. Yet another 2nd round matchup. We got number 4 ranked Georgia, their 1st game of the tournament, taking on number 20 ranked Tennessee, who of course already took down Alabama. So just maybe they could take down Georgia. Georgia 87 overall. Tennessee 85. So I mean, these two teams aren't too far apart, but in the rankings they are. The Bulldogs' first walkout of the tournament. A blackout game against Tennessee. Tennessee looking to upset the Bulldogs, who are much higher in the rankings. So Georgia just takes it and runs with it. To be honest, Tennessee just scored one like pity touchdown. Yeah, but Georgia just takes it and runs with it. As you can see, their quarterback threw a pick 6 on possibly one of the worst passes I've ever seen. I'm sorry, Tennessee. Your tournament's over. Georgia, you guys are moving on. Next game, we have number 5 Indiana, 90 overall, taking on 86 overall, number 12 BYU. Indiana, this is their 1st game of the tournament. BYU, of course, beat Houston in the last round. So out come the Hoosiers, walking out for their 1st game of the tournament, looking to make it to the next round. BYU looking to ruin the chances of that. So BYU stuns Indiana, shutting them out. Even though they didn't score very much, they just didn't need to. Alright, the next matchup, and what I think will be a good one, we got number 2 ranked Oregon taking on number 15 ranked USC. Now, obviously, a huge gap in the rankings here. This is a former Pac-12 matchup turned Big Ten matchup. So, believe it or not, I actually believe this is the biggest upset of the tournament. USC wins 31-20, and it really wasn't close until the end of the 4th quarter, where Oregon decided to actually start scoring points. Too bad it was too late. This game was relatively boring the entire way through. USC blew them out of the water. So the next matchup here, and you see it, it is the Red River rivalry. Texas coming in at number 7 ranked, 89 overall, taking on number 10 ranked Oklahoma, who's an 87 overall. Easily the biggest rivalry game so far. Look at the jet flyover for the Red River rivalry game. And here come the Longhorns. This is an unskippable intro. Longhorns and the Sooners Just an absolutely massive rivalry here. So Oklahoma in a blowout, gonna take home the Red River rivalry. And they're gonna put on that hat as they move on to the next round. Texas out of the tournament in their first game. Oklahoma looking to go on a run. Second to last matchup of the second round. We got number 3 Notre Dame, number 14 Michigan. Notre Dame 89 overall, Michigan 85. Let's see if this game will be any good. If Notre Dame plays right, they should blow Michigan out based on how the second round has been going with teams with similar overalls and rankings. So we'll see how it goes. Notre Dame walking out for their first game of the tournament, the number 3 ranked team in this tournament. Looking to move on. Michigan looking for an upset. But can they get it? So what an absolute shocker here. I'm not sure why my screen's glitched out. But look at this. Michigan is moving on to the next round. They upset number 3 ranked Notre Dame. So my apologies for saying they would get blown out. I was just going with the trends of the second round and the rankings and the overalls with similar teams. But obviously Michigan proves me wrong and they move on to the next round. So we have one more matchup. The last matchup of the second round. Number 6 Miami coming in at an 88 overall. And number 22 SMU coming in at an 83. But of course SMU upset number 11 LSU last round. Let's see if they could do it to Miami or if Miami can hold their own. So Miami coming out rocking camo for a big game against SMU, their first game of the tournament. So I accidentally simmed this one, but SMU going to lose only by 1 touchdown. Miami will move on to the second round. I did not mean to sim this one, but I wasn't paying attention. I accidentally simmed through the whole game. SMU put up a great fight though, very clearly. The game finishes 21-28, and that was the last game of the second round. So now we will go over what our matchups will be looking like in the quarterfinal. So let's start here. We have number 1 Ohio State taking on number 9 ranked Ole Miss. By the way, all of these games will be played at a neutral site, which I will have on screen. And then we have number 4 Georgia taking on number 12 BYU's kind of going on a Cinderella run here. And then we have number 15 USC taking on number 10 Oklahoma. And last but not least, we have Miami, who just moved on, taking on number 14 Michigan. So we have an action-packed quarterfinal coming up. So it's time to get going in the second round. Before I start the second round, I'd just like to mention that there are no longer home field advantage. Every game from now on will be held at a neutral site. So they will be spun on a wheel, and then each game will be assigned a random neutral site. So Ohio State and Ole Miss had the wheel spun, and now they'll be playing in the Orange Bowl for this game. So let's get on to the game. So the field goal is good. Ole Miss starts this game up 3-0. So the field goal, oh, but they run into the kicker. So it's good, but Ohio State just made a fatal mistake. They just ran into the kicker. And that is just a mistake you cannot make in a game this big. So instead of making just a field goal, Ole Miss is going to have the ball from the 13, 1st and 10. It's going to be a handoff down the middle. It's going to be another Ole Miss score. This time a touchdown, 10-0. First and goal from the 5. End zone, touchdown. Jumping into the end zone. And Ohio State is going to strike right before halftime. It'll make it 10-7. So, deep field goal. Let's see if they can make it. It's up, and it is going to be good. So, Ole Miss literally a second before halftime makes it 13-7. So, 1st and 10 from the 31 now. Gonna be a handoff. Jackson down the middle. Has a big gain of juke. And he's down the middle. Still going. What a move. Touchdown, Ohio State. Cleveland's own Bo Jackson in the end zone. Ties the game up pending the extra point. So Ohio State taking a field goal here. Ole Miss getting the stop and forcing it. That is huge for them, as they'll now get the ball back. The kick is up, and it is good. So it'll be 17-13. If Ole Miss scores a touchdown, they'll take the lead. 3rd and 10 from the 17. Ole Miss has not moved yet. This is a crucial 3rd down. He's running from pressure. He's going to get the throw out. It's another interception. And will they even catch him? Yes, but at the 13-yard line. And I cannot believe he just threw something like that. He might have just thrown Ole Miss's tournament away. Ohio State the field goal to go up a touchdown. It's up and good. 20-13, but Ole Miss has one last chance. 3rd and 14, directly a minute to go from the 46. Empty shotgun set. All his receivers at the ready. He's going down the middle. It's his 3rd interception. And Ole Miss's season is over. Ohio State moving on to the semifinal. So the next quarterfinals matchup, these two playing in the Fiesta Bowl. Number 4 ranked Georgia, number 12 ranked BYU. Let's see how this game goes. And to be honest, these two teams overall wise aren't too far apart. 86 BYU and an 87 for Georgia. Let's see how this game goes. So you might not believe it when you see it, but BYU blows Georgia out of the water and continues their run. Second to last matchup of the quarterfinals already. Number 10 Oklahoma, number 15 USC playing in the Sugar Bowl. Let's get right into it. So 2nd and 5 for USC from the 30-yard line. Down the middle, it's a big completion. He's down the sideline. The 10, the 5, touchdown. USC is taking the lead with 50 seconds to go. The clock is ticking. 12, 11, 10 from the 50. It's 2nd and 6. They might need to just chuck up a prayer here. He's going to throw it down the sideline. He has a man, but he's in bounds. So this game's over. USC is moving on to the next round. So there it is. The last minute touchdown from USC ends up being the one that wins the game, as Oklahoma just couldn't get into field goal range, could not manage the clock properly. Their run is over. So the final game of the quarterfinal, number 6 Miami, number 14 Michigan, playing in the Cotton Bowl. So from the 50, 13 seconds left. If there's a pass in bounds, it will be the last play of the game. And that's just going to end it. Miami going on to the second round to play USC. Before we end this, let's just go over what our matchups will be. We have number 1 Ohio State taking on number 12 BYU, and number 15 USC taking on number 6 Miami for rights to play in the final national title game. So the first semifinal matchup, these two teams have just been running through it. BYU, of course, massive upset in the last round, blowing out number 4 ranked Georgia. But this, their biggest challenge yet, number 1 ranked Ohio State. And they will be playing in the Las Vegas Bowl, which is one of the bowls I added because I think the Las Vegas Bowl is pretty cool. The end zone themes are cool. It's 3rd and 1 from the 30, 16 seconds to go. and you need to take a shot. And he's going to get sacked. This game's over. BYU, you are going to the national championship. Taking them down 14-10. I would have shown the game, but to be honest, they didn't really do anything that impressive. But regardless, BYU is moving on. So here we go. Who will meet BYU in the national title game? Number 6 Miami or number 15 USC, who has also been going on a run of their own. These two teams not really far apart in overall, but what makes me most excited about this game is another bowl game I threw in there. Got selected for this one on the wheel, and that was the Pop-Tart Bowl, which of course has amazing theming with the sprinkle end zones and the sideline and everything. So we're going to get right into this one. So out comes the Pop-Tart for the Pop-Tart Bowl. Two teams seeking rights to go to the national championship, playing in the Pop-Tarts Bowl. The Pop-Tarts Bowl. There's only one. And I love the way the field looks. The sprinkles on the sideline. Even the patch looks great on the jerseys. Look at the field. Just the ads are kind of ridiculous. Look at the end zones, though. That's what makes it so cool. The end zones are easily the best ones in the game. So unfortunately, USC will not continue their run. They scored a last-second touchdown. But let's watch the Pop-Tart go down into the toaster and watch Miami celebrate as they're going to the national championship, the final game of this top 25 tournament. So here it is. What a run it's been by these two teams, but this is the national championship game. BYU looking to be the shocking outlier, the Cinderella story, the 12 seed coming and winning the national championship, or will it be number 6 Miami, the favorites, to come and win this thing? Let's see right now. Here comes BYU. Miami. Not the matchup I was expecting. If you were expecting this, you got some crazy predicting skills. So 1st and 10 from the 25. Oh, and he has it down the sideline. 10-5. Touchdown Miami. On their opening drive, they open up this national championship game with a touchdown. It's going to be 7-0. 1st and 10 for Miami from the 15. Looking to punch in their second touchdown, and they're going to do it the same way they did on the first drive. 14-0. What a start for Miami. And Miami is going to win the top 25 team tournament in an absolute blowout. It seems like BYU just didn't come prepared. They lose 31-6. So the run ends, but still, what an amazing run by BYU. They created so many highlight moments, but Miami ultimately just blew out every single one of their opponents, I feel like. And they were the ultimate team of this tournament, tackling the mascot there. They earned this. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed recording these. These were so much fun. It is a little unfortunate that the last few games were blowouts, but I still had a lot of fun. And Miami raising up their coach. They are the national championship of this tournament. I'll see you guys in the next one.